She loved two men, but the river only chose one. When betrayal meets revenge, no one escapes. Watch till the end. This twist will haunt you. The Black River is no ordinary water. It breathes, watches, and remembers. The elders whisper of brides who crossed its banks never to return, their voices now lost in the mist. On moonlit nights the water shimmers with unnatural light, reflecting secrets only the cursed can see. Villagers fear its eerie silence, for they know the river does not forgive. Tonight, a princess stands at its edge, her fate sealed by love and betrayal. Thunder rumbles, the wind howls through the ancient baobab trees. The river stirs. It has chosen, and once it chooses, there is no escape. The kingdom of Zayunda erupts in celebration. Princess Nia is to wed the powerful warrior prince, Malik. Drummers echo through the golden palace halls. Dancers swirl in vibrant colors, and elders chant blessings for a prosperous union. But behind Nia's dazzling smile lies a secret. Her heart belongs to another. In the quiet shadows of the festival, a lone fisherman watches, his eyes filled with longing and sorrow. The villagers cheer, unaware of the storm brewing beneath the surface. The Black River remains still, waiting. For love cannot be forced, and betrayal never goes unanswered. The river knows. Beneath the moon's silver glow, hidden among the towering baobab trees, Princess Nia meets Kofi, the fisherman who holds her heart. His calloused hands gently cradle hers, their love defying fate. "Run away with me," he whispers, desperation laced in his voice. But duty chains her to the warrior prince, Malik, a man she does not love. The river behind them ripples, as if listening, as if waiting. Unbeknownst to them, jealous eyes watch from the shadows. Love is a dangerous game, and in Zayunda, secrets do not stay buried for long. The river will soon claim its due. Long before Zayunda's towers rose, the Black River held a secret, one spoken only in hushed whispers. It sees all. It punishes betrayal. The elders tell of a bride who broke her vow, her love divided between two men. On her wedding night, she vanished beneath the river's surface, her final scream swallowed by the current. Since then, the river waits, watching, judging. Princess Nia scoffs at the legend, but deep inside, unease lingers. As the wind carries distant chants of the past, the water shivers unnaturally. The river never forgets, and soon it will take what is owed. The palace glows with golden lanterns. Drums thunder in joyous celebration. But Princess Nia's heart pounds with fear as she steps into the royal hall. A sudden gust extinguishes the sacred wedding flame. Gasps ripple through the crowd. The high priestess stiffens, eyes dark with warning. Your heart is divided. The river knows. Outside, a black heron circles the sky, its eerie cry piercing the night. Malik's grip tightens around Nia's wrist, his jaw clenched. The fisherman Kofi watches from the shadows, despair in his eyes. The winds shift, the river stirs. The night is far from over. The palace sleeps, but Nia's heart races. Wrapped in a dark cloak, she slips past the marble corridors, her footsteps light as whispers. Outside the wind hums an eerie tune, rustling the banana leaves. By the riverbank, Kofi waits, his canoe swaying gently in the water. "Are you sure?" he asks, eyes searching hers. She hesitates, one step forward, and there's no turning back. Behind her, distant footsteps grow louder. Malik knows. A torchlight flickers through the trees. Run! The river glistens under the moonlight. Silent, waiting. As they push off, the air thickens. The river has decided. Just as the canoe drifts into the mist, a chilling voice cuts through the night. "Seize them!" Malik steps from the shadows, eyes burning with fury. Warriors emerge, torches blazing, their spears glinting like fangs. Nia gasps as strong hands pull her away from Kofi, his cries drowned by the river's whispering waves. "You dare betray me?" Malik growls, gripping her chin, his rage barely contained. Kofi struggles, bloodied but defiant. The villagers wake, watching in horror as Malik raises his sword. Thunder rumbles. The river churns. Betrayal demands sacrifice, and the Black River never leaves a debt unpaid. Malik's fury knows no mercy. "If I can't have you, no one will." His voice is sharp as the dagger in his hand. The villagers watch in stunned silence as Nia is dragged toward the Black River. She fights, screaming, her golden bracelets clattering onto the rocky shore. "Please, Malik." But he does not listen. With one final shove, she tumbles into the dark, unforgiving water. The river swallows her whole. Silence. The crowd holds its breath. Then the wind shifts. The water trembles. The sky darkens. The Black River has taken her. But this is only the beginning. The river is still, too still. The air thickens, heavy with an unnatural silence. Malik steps back, his chest rising and falling, expecting relief, but none comes. The villagers whisper, eyes wide with fear. Then the water moves. A single ripple spreads across the surface, slow and deliberate. The sky darkens as the wind howls through the trees. Lightning flashes. The Black River churns violently, as if awakening from a deep slumber. A shrill, ghostly wail rises from the depths. She is not gone. The river has taken Nia, but what it returns will not be the woman they knew. At first, it is only whispers, soft, eerie murmurs, carried by the wind. Then, the nightmares begin. Malik wakes drenched in sweat, the scent of the river thick in his chamber. He hears footsteps, wet, dragging footsteps, echoing through the palace halls. Drip, drip, drip. Water pools beneath his bed, though no servant dares enter. The villagers speak in hushed voices. A figure walks by the river at night, her gown trailing over the wet stones. Fishermen swear they see a woman beneath the water, staring up with glowing eyes. The Black River is not done. Nia has returned. The palace doors creak open at midnight. A cold breeze snakes through the halls, carrying the scent of damp earth and river moss. Malik freezes. A shadow glides across the marble floor, silent, dripping, unnatural. Then she steps into the moonlight. Nia. Her once warm skin is now pale, her golden jewelry rusted, her gown soaked and tattered. But her eyes, they glow an eerie blue. Malik stumbles backward, his breath ragged. "This isn't real," he whispers, but the spirit bride only tilts her head, water trickling from her lips. "You took my love, now I take yours." A scream shatters the silence. Malik's first wife is found lifeless, her body soaked, her lips tinged blue. No wounds, no struggle, only a trail of wet footprints leading from her chamber to the palace gates. The river's mark. Servants whisper in terror, refusing to enter Malik's chambers at night. Doors slam on their own. Candles flicker without wind, and always, always the sound of dripping water. Malik grips his sword, but his hands tremble. He knows this is not the end. One by one, the river will claim them. The Black River does not take without giving back. Fear spreads like wildfire. The villagers whisper of the spirit bride, the cursed queen who walks among them. Fishermen refuse to sail at night, claiming to hear her mournful song drifting over the water. Elders warn she was wronged, and now the river seeks justice. At dawn, another body is found, one of Malik's guards, his face frozen in terror, his skin cold and damp. The river's curse is spreading. Malik, once feared, is now a man haunted. He cannot run, he cannot fight. The people know the truth. No king is greater than the wrath of the river. Desperate, Malik seeks the high priestess, his once unshakable pride now shattered. "Tell me how to end this," he pleads, his voice hoarse with fear. The priestess, draped in ceremonial robes, studies him with cold, knowing eyes. "The river does not punish without reason," she murmurs. "To break the curse, you must return to the water and confess." Malik's hands clench into fists. Confess? To what? His pride? His cruelty? His betrayal? The priestess leans forward. "You took what was not yours. Now the river demands a sacrifice." Malik swallows hard. He knows exactly what that means. Malik refuses to kneel. "A king does not beg," he growls, but fear grips him. His power means nothing against the Black River. Instead of confessing, he plots. Another bride, he decides. A sacrifice in my place. That night, he chooses a young maiden, forcing her to the river's edge. The villagers watch in horror as she pleads for mercy. The water remains still, waiting, judging. As Malik pushes her forward, the river rejects her. The ground trembles. The sky darkens. A voice, chilling and inhuman, echoes from the depths. "Not her, you." The Black River has made its choice. The river surges violently, waves crashing onto the shore as if reaching for Malik. He stumbles back, his breath ragged. The villagers scatter, their screams swallowed by the roaring wind. Then she appears, Nia, her gown still soaked, her eyes glowing with unearthly light. "Did you think you could escape?" Her voice echoes, distorted, layered with the whispers of the dead. Malik draws his sword, but his hands tremble. Water drips from the blade. The river pulls at his feet, stronger than any army. His fate is sealed. Malik falls, screaming, as the black river finally takes what is owed. The moment Malik vanishes beneath the raging waters, the storm halts. The wind dies. The trees stand still. The river, once violent, becomes eerily calm. It is finished. The villagers watch in stunned silence, their fearful whispers carried away by the breeze. No body surfaces. No trace remains. The black river has claimed its debt. Somewhere in the distance, a lone heron cries, its haunting echo fading into the night. Nia is gone. Malik is gone. But the river remains, silent, waiting. The curse has ended, but no one will ever forget what the Black River has done. With Malik gone, the kingdom stands at a crossroads. Who will rule? Fear grips the people until a familiar figure steps forward. Kofi, the humble fisherman, the man Nia truly loved. The elders murmur, but none oppose him. The river spared him for a reason. He kneels at the Black River's edge, whispering a final goodbye. The water remains calm, as if granting its blessing. Balance has been restored. Under Kofi's rule, Zayunda begins anew, but the legend remains. No king is above justice. No love survives betrayal. And the Black River, it waits, silent, watching. The elders gather the children beneath the great baobab tree, their voices low, reverent. The Black River does not punish love. It punishes betrayal, they say. A heart divided is a heart doomed. The tale of Princess Nia and Malik is now legend, a warning passed through generations. Power cannot shield a man from justice. Love, when tainted by deceit, will always summon judgment. The river remembers, its waters forever watching, waiting for the next soul who dares to defy fate. Those who listen to the whispers of the past will live. Those who don't will drown. The Black River is calm once more, its surface smooth as glass beneath the silver moon. But the villagers still speak in whispers, glancing over their shoulders at night. Some say, on quiet evenings, you can hear a voice, soft, sorrowful, calling from the water. A lone traveler pauses at the river's edge, the wind chilling his spine. A ripple disturbs the stillness, and for a moment, a shadow moves beneath the surface. He steps back, heart pounding. The river may be silent, but its story is not over. After all, some ghosts never truly leave.